Hey there everyone, and welcome back to a brand new indie game devlog. Hope you all have had an absolutely amazing week, and I've got some great things to show you in my indie game project that I've been working on over the past week, so let's get straight into it. Now the past week has been a lot more quiet than it has been in the previous weeks because I've had a lot of celebrations over the past week because it was my birthday, but I have managed to get quite a bit of art done and implemented into the game. Now one of the first things I have to show you guys is that I actually updated the tile set and I made it a little bit more saturated so it kind of matches the color palette of the rest of my game. Now this isn't going to be the final tile set for my game because I actually want to get a really nice one implemented, because the first area I think is going to be like a kind of forest, so I'm going to change it once I get the background into the game, but for now this is going to do as an updated tile set. Now one of the first new things that I added into the game this week is that I added in these potions that I did in A-Sprite. Now with these potions, I don't actually know what the effects of them are going to be yet, but obviously you can presume that the red one is going to be health. I think I'm going to do the blue one as a shield, so you can maybe get a little bit of shield on the character's HP. The green one I was maybe thinking it could give you a boost effect, like a little speed up for a short duration of time. And for the purple one, I think I'm going to use that as a debuff potion, so I think I might actually put things that enemies can put on you like a slow or a poison, and you can use the purple potion to maybe remove the debuff. The potions look really great in the game, and that's mainly because I got some help from some people in my Discord who said that the color was actually a little bit too saturated and a bit too dark on their monitors. Now I've actually been using A-Sprite on one of my other monitors because I actually have 3 monitors, but my main one's color is really vibrant, so I've actually been spriting what I think is really good color, which is actually really dark. So yeah, a massive thank you to you guys on Discord for helping me out, and I'm just going to be using A-Sprite on my other monitor from now on, so all the sprites are going to be looking consistent and a little bit more brighter. And after I put the potions into the game, I decided that I was going to add a little effect to them so it looks like they're kind of bobbing, so it's a little bit more prominent for the player to see as a pickup. But for most of the pickups and items in the game, I actually think I'm going to make them bobbing rather than static, so it actually makes it easier for the player to determine if it is a pickup or if it's just a static object in the world. Now I'm still looking at the possibility of potentially adding in an inventory or a backpack into the game so the player can actually carry the potions or carry the guns in their backpack or other things in the game. But I'm not actually sure if I want to make it where you can have an absolutely massive inventory or if you can actually only carry 3 or 4 things around the game at all times. Because I don't actually want to cluster the game too much with all these items so the player actually gets confused from doing the main objective, which is actually playing the game. But let me know what you guys think. Just comment down below if I should add in an inventory or the player only has the option to use the potion or the guns when they actually come across them, to make the game a little bit more testing instead of just being able to carry everything around with you. Now another thing I spent a lot of time on in the pixel art was I actually implemented a coin into the game now. And if you take a look on the screen, there's actually a coin and then there's a pair of 3 coins together. So I think that I am actually going to have a currency system or maybe just a point system, and you collect the coins to get a higher score or be able to buy stuff. Because the possibility of having a shop later on in the game where you could actually maybe buy upgrades or buy new weapons to equip for your player might actually be really good and add a new kind of element to the game. That is going to be for a later date, but I'm glad that I managed just to actually get them sprited and have them in the game so I don't have to worry about doing them further down the line. Now one of the biggest things that I have to show you this week is the chest that I actually implemented into the game. Now the chest is going to be one of the main systems where you can actually get these potions or these coins or maybe some extra loot in the game. So I spent quite a lot of time over the past few days spriting this chest and making sure it's looking as good as it possibly can. But this actually took me longer than expected because obviously I'm quite new to pixel art, so I spent a lot of time working out how to do the animation for the lock kind of coming off the chest and then opening up to display the item. But yeah, once the chest finishes the animations, it either pops up with a coins or a potion for the player to get. I haven't actually set up a system for the player to be able to collect these yet, but that will probably be in next week's devlog. But the way that I actually did this is it's very simple. I haven't done a complex array of being able to put the items in yet because I'm probably going to set that up once I start getting more items into the game. Now how I have this set up is that it checks if the player is meeting the X and Y of the chest, and if the chest open variable is equal to 1, which means the chest hasn't been opened. It then also has to make sure that the player is actually pressing the E key on the keyboard and not just standing in front of it and it would automatically open. But once it has been opened, it sets the chest opened variable to 1, which means that the chest can't be opened again and again. It then sets the image speed to 0.5 because the image speed is originally set to 0, so it doesn't just start playing through the chest sprite. It then also destroys the sign which I have above the chest is to signify that you can interact with it, so it doesn't keep spawning over and over because the chest has been opened. Then the final thing it checks is when the image index equals 14, it sets the image speed back to 0 so it stops playing through the animation, and then it triggers the alarm 0 to spawn the object. Now in the Alarm Zero, I just have a really basic script set up just to choose between either the red potion, the blue potion, and all the other items. But like I said earlier, once I start adding more items into the game, I will set up an array so it'll just pick from that, and then it'll have a drop rate and a drop percentage and all that kind of stuff. But now that I have this initial chest sprite, that means that if I make different zones or worlds in the game, that I'll actually just be able to resprite the chest and just change the look of it. But I definitely think the chest is looking very good, and it has been a successful accomplishment this week. Now the final thing I did this week, which wasn't actually too much of a task, was I moved over all the tile set art into a proper tile set, and then I added solid objects all over the world. Because for some reason before, I don't know why I didn't actually just initially put it in as a tile set, but I had just put it in as an image, so then I would change the boxes just to being in the tile set as well, so I can just have solid objects underneath it. So that's actually made the workflow and, you know, my game maker in general a little bit less cluttered, so I can actually find objects easier and sprites easier. But apart from that, that has been everything that I've been able to accomplish this week. I'm sorry it's not a lot, but I have been super busy celebrating for my birthday and all that stuff. But hopefully in the upcoming week I'll actually be able to achieve quite a few things and show you guys some really cool updates in the game. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Go and check out my Twitter because I always post daily updates on there, and I also post daily updates on my Discord, so make sure to go and join those so you get all the updates that you need. And of course, if you want to go the extra mile to supporting me, make sure to go out and check out my Patreon. I'm going to have a look at the tiers again, and I'm probably going to add in some Discord roles, so if you guys subscribe to the Patreon, you'll get a special role in my Discord and get access to the Patreon only chat. But anyway guys, thank you so much for all the support on the most recent devlogs. You guys are absolutely loving the series, which is making me just want to do it more and more. So I will see you guys in next week's devlog. Bye bye.